Man, I don't think I've ever talked about an anime on my channel before, which is weird because I'm a big weeb. Kinda weird about watching anime though. Sometimes I watch like in 3 entire series in like a week. Then right after I proceed to spend months not watching anything. It's pretty wild. I did watch Chainsaw Man though. I like the studio's work, the story is cool, characters are engaging, and animation is pretty awesome. And you know what? The movie manages to make all these aspects actually even better. Like the story is pretty cool in how it works in a pretty concise manner for the movie itself, you know? Like I don't think you necessarily need to watch the anime to enjoy it. You have more context, sure, but even then, if you watch the movie exclusively, you have this one-off story about love and choices that for me works really well on its own. I guess that's the benefit of having the entire arc adapted into the movie like this. It makes it work on its own very nicely. Like I usually don't enjoy anime movies that are just a random expansion of the main series, like those Boku no Hero movies or One Piece movies, but in this it worked out super well, a little too well. I felt a lot of feelings actually. Listen, I'll just come out and say it. I love Reze, yeah. I fell into the trap, guys, it's so over. I'll get into that later though. The animation is absolutely f***ing insane. I mean, obviously when it comes to movies and stuff like that, they definitely go way harder in this aspect, but goddamn. They even slightly revamped all the characters' designs just slightly enough that for me, it made this movie really stand out as its own thing. Like I like that I can enjoy this movie in the same way that I would enjoy a fellow standalone anime movie like Koe no Katachi or Your Name, when it just so happens to be a Chainsaw Man movie. Fight scenes are really awesome, as usual. Again, the animation is just insane. They were already pretty good in the anime, but this is next level. The anime used a lot of 3D animation most of the time, which I'm usually not a big fan of, but it was well used. But in this, it's almost like they didn't use it at all. I mean, they did, but it was hidden way better. In the main series, whenever Denji is in his Chainsaw Man form, it's basically guaranteed that he'll be 3D animated, but in this, it wasn't, which was good. It's something that kinda helped in making the movie look even more like the original manga, which in a lot of scenes was actually super intentional. Like, there's some really awesome shots that just look like a really detailed and cool manga page, and then the colors will go crazy for a bit and all the blood turns green and it basically looks like one of the covers. It's pretty awesome. Like, I'm still recovering from how cool the action was in this. The final battle is so explosive and over the top in the best way possible. It's just non-stop crazy action, and it's all driven to absolute perfection by the score. This movie has one of the best music I've seen in an anime in a long time, man. It made every moment shine way more. Like, the scenes were awesome on their own, but then they hit us with such a banger playing alongside them that I was on the edge of my seat the whole way through. I went to watch this with a bunch of buddies, and we were literally all looking at the screen like this. While I was watching the fight scenes with that awesome music in the background, I basically just felt like I did way back when I was a kid watching the Rock Lee vs. Gaara Linkin Park AMV. Yeah. It's that good. And the crazy part is that the music not only elevates the action to such extreme levels, but like everything else as well. The music made you feel exactly how you were supposed to feel in those scenes, in the best way possible. I'm gonna talk about spoilers, so, you know, there's your warning. The music that plays the moment that you realize that Reze is the antagonist is the most anxiety-inducing shit ever, man. It's a moment where fireworks are going up, she just kissed Denji, the music's like emotionally happy, but then it slowly starts getting more and more f***ed up, and you start getting more and more uncomfortable with it as the events on the screen unfold, and suddenly Denji is bleeding and Reze has beaten his tongue off. All the while, the fireworks are still going like crazy in the background, so it's like this sort of anxiety that something really bad happened at a moment where no one else would be able to notice. Like, everyone in the background is just enjoying the fireworks and cheering while Denji's world is being shattered and he's about to die. And right then, the shark dude appears right at the nick of time to save him from being killed by Reze. And that's the moment where me and my buddies just jump from our seats in the cinema yelling, "That's the GOAT! That's our GOAT right there." I love the shark dude, by the way. He's one of the best characters in the movie, even if he just appears out of nowhere in the beginning of the movie. And oh my freaking god, dude, the moment right after where he's running away with Denji in his arm, and then he's like, "Oh my god, it's so over, it's the bomb demon." And Reze is in the background just pushing her explosive pin and turning into the bomb demon, and with the music and the explosions, I love this movie. Shark Dude really was the GOAT. The other characters are fine too. Like, the movie explores this connection between the Katana Dude and the fanboy Angel guy, and while I wish the relationship had more development, the ultimate resolution of it was really good and heartfelt. Like I said, just not super well developed, because the ultimate focus of the movie really was Denji and Reze. Okay, I'm gonna talk about Reze now. So, I fell into the Reze trap, guys. I was weak and a fool. So basically, the first half of the narrative, the movie does everything in its powers to make Reze look like the absolute best human being in the universe. And it works. Every scene of her is so warm and personal. Her facial expression is always like a mix of kind, impish, and sort of comforting at the same time. She's like the quirky girl that's so easy to like, and in the very scene that Denji falls for her, it's like you're falling for her too at the same time. Like when I saw them getting naked and going to the pool together, I thought it was just gonna be one of those fan service things that a lot of anime do, you know? I didn't really expect it, but it turned out to be a legitimately beautiful and emotional moment of genuine connection between two people who live their entire lives being manipulated and used, finding solace in each other. And thanks not only to the beautiful score playing in the background, but by the visuals and animation. I mean, okay, it's a naked lady, fine, that's, you know, the fan service thing. But for me, it didn't feel like fan service all that much. It just felt like them being naked made the moment feel all the more personal and emotionally resonant. Okay, I know that's kind of weird, shut up. What drives home that fact for me is that they don't even do anything sexual. She just teaches him how to swim, which was clearly incredibly meaningful to him, and even to her as well, as we come to learn later. Like, it's a whole thing. Reze was trying to approach and get close to Denji just so she could fulfill her mission and take him out. But that moment is meaningful because not only is it when Denji truly falls in love with her, but it's when she, even with her mission at the back of her mind, it starts caring for him as well. It's a beautiful moment, and having all these really emotional moments with Reze just makes it all the more f***ed up when it's actually revealed that she's the villain. I mean, I knew it before I watched the movie because there's no way that you can watch this movie without knowing that. But still, that moment in itself has a lot of layers of emotion too. Like she starts a conversation with him by asking Denji to run away with her, go somewhere else where they could live a normal life, away from the demon hunters that enslave him. And I truly 100% believe that she meant it here. I really believe she wanted to run away with him. She wanted to push her mission behind her and go live a normal life. Because one of the things that stand out to me about her character is that in Denji, she found someone who was just like her, a slave to someone else's will. Much like him, she lived her entire life serving other people, being a weapon for others to use, and I think that's one of the reasons why she connected with him. She only truly starts her actions as a villain when he says he didn't want to run away from his life, that he found purpose working as a demon hunter, which is just another messed up mentality. Like, it's not his fault, he was basically sort of groomed and conditioned to think this way, because at the end of the day, he's a slave, working for Makima who controls him just because he likes her. And their refusal is what makes her go through with her original orders. The whole biting his tongue off thing happens right after, and the bomb demon is truly unleashed. Not really considering all the evil stuff she does, but Reze is just awesome. Like, she's so badass and overpowered, Denji's barely able to attack her through the entirety of the movie. She's framed as this invincible powerhouse of a character. Her mere presence from then on causes anxiety to you. Like, you see these random demon hunters try to fight her, all confident like, and before anything even happens, you already know that they're dead. No one stands a chance against Reze. She wipes the floor with everyone. She's too OP. And like, even if she's a bad guy, that's still kinda awesome. The animation, the framing of the scenes, the music, it all adds up to make her this force of nature. A foe that you cannot defeat in a fight. Denji is only able to defeat her because he sets up like a trap for her, and he was probably gonna die in it too. Basically, he ties them both up together and they fall to the ocean floor while embraced. It's actually such a beautiful moment, like, no joke. It's probably the best scene in the movie for me. They're both in their demon form, and Denji just embraces her, and they're tied up in his chains, and they're falling to the ocean floor with this amazingly beautiful music starts playing in the background, as flashbacks of the scene where she taught him how to swim play at the same time, making the two moments overlap and rhyme with each other. It's gorgeous. It's what made the movie for me. And they would have both died if it wasn't for the shark dude. He saves Denji, and at the end of the day, even with everything that happened, Denji saves her too, because he still loves her. Reze has an opportunity to run away after this, but at the end of the day, she ended up caring about him as well, so she goes back to him. That's when my heart broke into a million pieces, because right as she's about to get to Denji, Makima just kills her, and she dies. She dies so close to her objective, dude. I nearly cried. Like I said, Reze caught me in her trap. I love her, dude. She became my favorite Chainsaw Man character. When we were leaving the theater, and I told my friends how sad the ending made me, one of them told me like, dude, but she was evil, and she killed a bunch of people, blah blah blah. Here's the thing about Reze for me. She was a really tragic character. She was a victim of circumstance. Someone who spent her life being used as a weapon, who only served others and never managed to live the life she wanted. She killed people, she did awful things, but she didn't enjoy it. There's a a few scenes in the movie that clue on us about it. Like she kills 2 dudes and says it herself that she'd rather do this without taking any lives. Or in the ending when she goes out of her way to donate to a charity that was raising money to cover the destruction that she herself was responsible for. I think that's the story by kind of telling us that she feels bad, that she's not a bad person deep down. At the end of the day, she was a weapon being used. She didn't want it, but the life she had brought her to that point. And I think she was gonna go through a different path if Makima didn't kill her, and so easily too. Like, I think that was such man. She was shown through the entire movie that she was the most powerful character there, only to die in like 2 hits by Makima. That was bullshit. I think she deserved better. I think she deserved the chance to atone for her actions and live a better life. It's a really tragic ending, one that I wish was different simply because I like the characters and want them to be happy. But it was still an impactful finale to an incredibly good movie. Good job, Chainsaw Man movie. You were way better than even I expected. I look forward to the next season of Chainsaw Man. This is probably just me coping, but I really hope that Reze is somehow not dead. We'll come back at one point, please. I need it. But hey, at least the author was kind enough to make an alternate ending for the movie, where Reze is fine and she goes to meet Denji, and yeah, I'll just take that. Thanks. Anyway, please subscribe.